Good evening, everybody. How you doing tonight? Is Dr. Croom, Army vet, your holistic veterinarian with all the natural remedies and solutions for your pet to live its best life. Now, you know we love our senior pets around here. I'm a senior pet expert. I really love focusing on our senior pets who have given so much joy to us. And so that's really been my focus along with the holistic focus. But also, I've been expanding my chats in the evenings to not only senior pets, but also younger, puppies, kittens, baby goats, right? Because people have a variety of pets uh, and it's just not cats and dogs anymore these days, right? So um, thank you for joining me tonight on my holistic pet care right at home series. Let me go ahead and find my banners. You know we got to do the banners now. Okay. We've got StreamYard, so we want to use all the tools we have. Hope you've been having a wonderful Thursday. I certainly have. It has been a very productive day. Um, just got off the line with Bobby Jackson. Is that you over here, Bobby Jackson? Okay, I see Robert Crazy Air Holmes in the house. Hello, hello, sir. Thank you for joining. And then Michelle D. Clark in the house. Hey. Okay, I always say that I'm going to put people's comments up because I feel like if I do a comment, I want to see it on the screen. So thank you, Robert. And thank you to you, Michelle D. Clark, for being here every night this week. That's what I'm talking about. That's that entrepreneurial support. Okay. So now, if you were here last night and earlier this week, we've been talking about some of the things that really make your pet's holistic lifestyle journey easy. Easier for you, easier for them. Last night, we started talking about a topic near and dear to our heart over here because we do a lot of virtual visits. And tonight, we're going to actually continue along that vein, but it was some questions that came up afterwards, some comments that I received that have me wanting to talk a little bit more about this specific topic. And we've talked about it before, but being that I'm a holistic veterinarian, being that I come right to your home, and being that I am a senior pet expert, you know that a pet's final wishes is going to be coming up at some point in time. So last night I did get a couple of questions from those who were watching us talk about virtual visits in general, which are amazing. You know, you get to be face to face with me, getting my full attention while we're discussing your pet. And then after that, you can get a prescription or you can get a home visit as well if you're here in the Southwest Michigan area. So we know the virtual visits are amazing, right? But sometimes pet owners can feel a little conflicted when it might be that time for their pet. Okay. Now, again, it's not just cats and dogs. We're talking about people with hedgehogs. It was today? Hedgehog. Wait. Hedgehog. Groundhog. Oh my gosh. Groundhog Day. Was that today? Was that yesterday? I think it was today or maybe yesterday. Anyway, all the animals. Okay. So we definitely don't discriminate around here as far as what animals we revere, what animals we, because if you look a little bit into the history of animals, you will see that country by country, we revere or maybe slaughter and eat certain kinds of animals, right? But based on our society and our values and our mores, whatever we grew up with and started learning, we either we eat meat. I know that in Egypt, they revere cats, and there's some other place too that revere cats. I wish you would kill a cat over there in Egypt, right? They're very spiritual. I also in India, cattle, just freely roaming, freely moving the streets, and so now mentioning hedgehogs, Robert said it's Hedgehog Day every day for me, and we know because he does have a hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog. And tell Sonic I said hello, Robert. Hey there, Mr. Bobby Jackson. Good to see you. I feel like I just saw you. Great to see you tonight, sir. All right, so like I said, pet owners can be very conflicted when it comes time to talking about end of life services and care for their pets. I see it all the time, how super stressful it is for the pet owner to not know if it's the right time or not, right? And back before COVID and before I was doing all these virtual visits, I would be at someone's house and discussing these things right there at their house. And I mean, it was sad there too, but it's kind of like trying to make a split decision or trying to decide when we were there. And now taking it back a little bit and creating virtual visits to discuss your pet's end of life care takes so much pressure off of the pet owner, takes so much pressure off of an already, sad and grievous situation. They know that it's going to happen sometime and they want to talk to me and find out if indeed this is the right time, if indeed these symptoms that I'm seeing equal up to that. Okay. So now one of the things that I know can put stress on a pet parent, a senior pet parent, one who's dealing with this is so say your pet is ailing, very lethargic, going down, not eating and drinking for maybe like 3 days in a row. And then on the fourth day, dog is up, cat is up, roaming around, bouncing around, kind of looking like his former self, and then so maybe he's good for a couple days, and then a couple more days he's still down, not eating now, not using the restroom. And so the back and forth, that part right there, super stressful. And to be able to get on with me and do a virtual visit and, again, being in that no judgment zone that we do here, because you say no judgment zone, like where could the judgment potentially come? Oh yeah. Pet owners that have to deal with this can sometimes feel guilty for making this decision. They may, depending on the setup of the family, if the family is a little more senior themselves and they're unable to pick up their 85-pound golden retriever when it needs to use the restroom versus maybe a younger family, with two parents that are able-bodied and are able to pick up, maybe a 45-pound dog. So what you can do as a pet parent is going to differ greatly. And that right there is where there's no judgment. One family can make a decision to go a whole year carrying their pet outside to use the bathroom. And one family, as soon as the animal goes down, that's it. It's either, using the restroom inside or being carried outside. So those are some of the things that pet owners are really thinking about. That's why I know how super stressful it can be for them. When you get on with a virtual visit with me, you're trying to find out, maybe there are some things that can be done. Maybe we can use some of Dr. Croom's Chinese herbs. I have a whole shelf of herbs that are used for a variety of ailments, stress, decreased body energy, which happens, of course, in a lot of senior pets, digestive upset, all kinds of things that can be reduced, alleviated with herbs, electrolytes, right? These are some things that you can even do at home, if your dog or your cat isn't drinking, even if you have a reptile, right? Those electrolytes can go really far in helping them to just take in some fluid and get some of those minerals and vitamins back into their system. Okay. So, and then also the fact that I now provide chiropractic services for your pet. Listen, a lot of people think chiropractic is just cracking a back. Okay. No, no, no. Limbs, head, neck, all that stuff comes into play. Yes, the backbone, but it's all the body parts too. And then once as a senior pet, some of those joints are out of place. They can pinch on nerves, pinch off vessels, create a loss of blood in certain parts of the body. And then you get in there and do those adjustments, open up those channels again. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on the chiropractic, okay? You can find out more about that at drcroom.com. You already know the website, but I'll put it up there in case there's anyone here that's new tonight. That's the website. So let me see. I had seen a couple of comments here. It's so great to see these comments, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I see Jade. Hello, Jade Fisher. Good to see you. I think, did my daughter come? Let me see. Maybe. Great to see you. I'm glad that you had joined us tonight. We also see Melissa Moulter. Okay, Melissa, I see you back again 2 nights in a row. Great to see you. Let me see. Melissa asked, is there such a thing as an end-of-life pet doula? Ooh, I like that. I like that. Well, I know a really good friend of mine who is the doggy doula, and she deals with more on the birth side, but I'd be willing to bet you, I mean, there are some veterinarians who may do more than just the service, right? They may do, more of the like coming to the home, or maybe they're vet techs, because that's something that we are going to get in place too, to where if it is a hospice situation and you need your pet to have fluids, then, having one of my vet techs come, set the fluids up, run the fluids, those kinds of things can really, really happen. Okay. Yes. So you did, that was you. I was like, ooh, I can't remember everyone's name, Jade, but I remember that. Yes. So I'm glad that Resin got his meds today. And I love that name too, Resin. I know I told you that at the appointment, but so anyway, great to see you tonight. Courtney, how you doing, Mr. Jones? Courtney Jones, you said you tried to share, but it won't let others join in my group. Okay. Well, I appreciate you trying to share like that. Being in the breeding world, I'm always looking to collaborate with the dog breeders. You guys are doing a lot of great things out there in the breeding world, getting together, collaborating. I just love that. So great to see you, Courtney. Hello, Vet Tech Tony. I see she popped in. And I see also that Mama Croom is here again tonight as well watching. Hello, Mrs. Gertrude Croom. Great to see you. Yeah, potentially tough topic here tonight, just talking about how difficult it can be for pet owners to really know that it's the right time. I mean, be sure, right? Getting a second opinion. Maybe they've already gotten a diagnosis of cancer, right? They know that that's been done. And this is how it happens a lot. They may have their regular veterinarian. They've gotten a diagnosis. They see some, the visuals, and they see what's happening, but you still don't know how things are going to progress. Every pet is different. Maybe one of my herbs that I use, Max's formula for cancer nodules throughout the body, that might really work well on one animal, and maybe it won't do much at all on another animal. But how are you going to know if you don't try the holistic route? And so sometimes it is appropriate to try some of the things that we have here. Like I said, the herbs, chiropractic, electromagnetic therapy, and healing touch for animals, which is energy work that I've started doing as well. But sometimes it is that time. Sometimes even in the write-up, in the appointment request, they'll request the virtual visit. And I ask, tell me a little bit about what's going on. And the things that they'll write in there will be all the things that they know means that it's time, right? And we can know, this is like that cognitive dissonance. Like we know something, it's time, but we really don't want to know. And so let's kind of maybe think of some things. But when you're talking about another being, another entity's quality of life, then you can't do that. So while we have a no judgment zone here at Dr. Croom Mobile Veterinary Service, I do still talk to the pet owner truthfully, truthfully. And it's just all done with compassion. It's just all done with a lot of care. It comes naturally for me. A lot of times at the actual last wishes service, people will say, I don't know how you do this every day. And I say, well, I don't have to do it every day. Fortunately, we are not a strictly in-home euthanasia service, but that is a large part of what we do, and we do it very well. Again, if you need either a virtual visit for a hospice consultation, a second opinion, or you're just not sure, you can go right to Dr. Croom and schedule yourself. Or if you do know that it's time, right, and you see those symptoms, they're hiding, they're not eating, they're looking at you forlornly. Is that a word? Yeah, forlornly, and giving you those eyes, and you already know, then you can go right to drcroom.com as well and schedule the actual last wishes service. So, everything is there for you. Solutions, options are all there for you. All you have to do, is take my hand, go to drcroom.com and let me know what you need. And if you don't need any of those things right now, just continue following so that you can get holistic pet care information that you can do right at home. Because again, my focus is really going to be, into 2023 and beyond, making sure that I help you do some of these things at home. You don't need us for every single thing. And some of these techniques that we have with massage and, some of the things that you can get when your pet is nice and relaxed with you anyway, why not teach you those things? Okay. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for upcoming registrations for some of those where we're going to get a little deeper into some of those techniques. I really look forward to that. Let's see, Mel Sill. Oh, Mel is back again. Hey, she's here every night too. We're gonna have to make you do some little awards or something. She said, you are spectacular. Love your energy and love for dogs. Looking forward to having you see my guy Macaroni. I love that name. Thank you. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. Prada just really, really loved her. She was gorgeous. Thank you, Mel. And Melissa said that I helped her mom with Layla, and they really appreciated it. Yeah, you guys, I'm telling you, pets are part of the family now. So these type of services are just really not that out of the ordinary anymore. You get to be at home to consult with me if you need it. You get to be at home for that actual last wishes service if you need that. So hello there, Margaret. Great to see you tonight as well. Thank you, everybody who's joined me. That is my time. I'll be back again tomorrow night at 7:30. So make sure you don't miss it, and tell your other pet-loving friends about it as well. To follow Dr. Croom Army Vet here on Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as on YouTube. All right, take care.